finalizing a deal for an immediate ceasefire with hostage release in Gaza.
We'll see what Iran does. We'll see what happens.
It's the same old story in West Asia. The US asks Israel to de-escalate, then follows it up with a massive arms shipment. The latest one is worth $20 billion. We're talking about lethal weapons here. 50 F-15 fighter jets, advanced air-to-air missiles, 120mm tank ammunition and explosive mortars. It's the mother of all mixed signals. Washington keeps asking Israel to stop fighting, to sign a ceasefire with Hamas, yet they pump more and more weapons into Israel. This shipment will take time, though. The deliveries will be made over many years. The first cash is expected by 2026. But look at the timing. On Tuesday, Israel bombed Deir el-Balah. It's a city in central Gaza. It was hosting hundreds of Palestinian refugees. Just look at the destruction. Children covered in blood, babies killed in their sleep, that too when the world marked 75 years of the Geneva Convention, a convention that upholds humanity during war. Israel is not just ignoring those rules, it is tearing them up for the rest of the world to see. More than 40,000 Gazans have been killed since October. That's almost 130 deaths per day. The numbers alone will make you angry, but look at the stories behind them. I'll tell you about an incident from yesterday. A Gazan father had gone out to get birth certificates for his twins. The babies were born just 4 days ago. So the babies and their mother stayed back. The father went out to get the birth certificates. In that time, their building was bombed by Israel. When the father returned, everyone was dead. His wife, his mother-in-law, and his 4-day-old twins.
I went to get the birth certificates. I got 2 babies, twins. I got a call telling me that the house you were staying in got bombed. People from the neighborhood called me. My wife is gone, with my 2 babies and my mother-in-law.
Why is Israel continuing this? Almost every country wants them to stop. Families of hostages want them to stop. So why isn't Benjamin Netanyahu listening? Because he doesn't have to. You see, only one country's opinion truly matters to Israel, and that country is the United States of America. Joe Biden may criticize Netanyahu all he wants, but he's still sending weapons. For all the so-called outrage, guess how many weapons Biden has withheld? 1 shipment, that's it. Same with regional tensions. Israel has attacked Iran, Lebanon, and Syria. What gives them this confidence? Again, the United States of America. Biden has moved more firepower into West Asia. He's also promised to defend Israel if attacked. So why should Netanyahu be scared? The truth is, Biden does not have any real red lines. Not civilians, not Rafah, not even 4-day-old babies. Which is why Israel's war rolls on. You may have seen the missiles and tank ammunitions being fired. A lot of that comes from the US. Let's look at the numbers now. The US Congress has approved a military package for Israel that's worth $17 billion. In addition, there are smaller sales. You see, packages have a certain amount above a certain amount must be submitted to Congress. Anything below that amount skirts under the radar. And that's what Biden is doing. Reports say that he has approved more than 100 small sales since October 7th. These could be between $25 and $300 million. And what sort of weapons are these? Artillery shells, howitzers, tank ammunition, guided bombs, Hellfire missiles and rockets. We are talking thousands of these items. Now, Israel says these weapons are only used in self-defense, but ground reports suggest otherwise. In the month of June, Israel bombed a refugee camp in central Gaza. Analysis showed that the bomb was American-made. And we are not military experts here, but bombing refugees is not self-defense. Yet there is no criticism from the United States. And the same America wants Israel to cease fire.
The United States' overall goal remains to turn the temperature down in the region, deter and defend against any future attacks, and avoid regional conflict. That starts with finalizing a deal for an immediate ceasefire with hostage release in Gaza. We need to get this over the finish line.
The US wants Israel to cease fire, but they're not willing to apply pressure. Forget pressure, they can't even stop sending weapons, and nobody is supposed to question any of this. Consider what happened at a recent Kamala Harris rally. A few protesters managed to sneak in. They accused her of supporting Israel's war in Gaza. Listen to the response.
He intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
The same Harris will also talk about protecting civilians, about signing a ceasefire deal. But if you expose their hypocrisy, you are a Trump supporter. We don't know when this war will end or how it will end. But when the history books are written, it should make one thing clear. Hamas started this war, but it wasn't just Israel that killed 40,000 Palestinians. It was Israel and the United States.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the Western